But I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just going to see what happens. We put the soul cage down, and then we put this in here. Oh, I can't. I can't even put it in there yet. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome to my world. We're here, we're doing things back on FTB Unstable, Minecraft 1.10. Now, this right here is a lot of progress that you have not seen, and I wanted to go over a few things that I forgot to mention in the last episode. First and foremost, part of the design is that there is going to be a stairway going from the bottom to the top on each side, and it basically will add a little bit of decoration. It'll break up the wall quite a bit, and it'll just make the design all around better. Of course, it's becoming nighttime right now, so that's going to help us out quite a bit with the design. Also, it's not going to stay exactly like this so much. It's I don't know, it'll change up. Also, I'll talk about this here in a minute. Well, I guess I could talk about it while I'm going back. Okay, so see here in this situation, I go back to my bed. I told you I do time set day, right? But it doesn't stop the rain. And because sleeping would turn off the rain, I also toggle the downfall, because that would also, you know, that would also be fixed by sleeping. So I do both of those instead of actually sleeping in the bed. But anyway, so back over here, this is part of the design that I was going for. I'm just playing with things right now, and the measurements are there just so I can mark the middle block, because when you span all the way across, it actually goes to the middle block. This is just a verification of that. If I go, bloop, okay, now we're good. So, I am running out of birch, and I'm running out of bones to make bone meal, to grow more birch trees, to chop them down and get more birch wood. Actually, there's a little bit of a forest over here. Looks like there's a few birch trees in there, but not too many. Now, that being said, bone meal is handy. Other things are handy, such as food, which I am running out of. You see, I'm getting some calamari right now. Cooked calamari. I got some cooked fish here. So my food situation is not yet handled. And I was looking for a few things. This is some of the stuff that I wanted to talk to you about. First and foremost, I moved all of this over here, and I did that through use of the power cells from RF Tools. Now these guys right here, you know, that's just power transfer. So it's coming from the power cell. And these guys act like tesseracts, but they only do energy. They don't do, you know, items or fluid. As far as I know, they don't. I don't think there's an option to actually do that. I think it's just the power situation. So that's kind of how that works. Now this guy right here is Link ID 2. And what you can do is this one right here, link a power card to the card on the left. So you put one in here to identify it, and then you link a second one. You put another one in here, and this one would say Link ID 2. And then you can go to the other side, which is what we have set up, you know, in the mining dimension. You put one over there, and that will link them together and allow you to transmit energy. Now, there's one last step other than that. You see this guy right here is, he has that link card in the same slot because it was linked to the other one. Set all sides to accept energy. So this one is all sides accept energy. The other one is all sides output energy. So that's the other setting that you need to have in order to make that work. But other than that, it works out okay. It works interdimensionally and everything like that, so that's all good. So that's how we're getting energy over there, and I moved all of the storage over there. But this stuff is still here. The quarry is still going. I've made it a lot bigger, and as you can see, it's working on it slowly. Ooh, you're stopped. Something is stopped. Something else got to 32 stacks. I need some more void cards. You're already voided. I put some void stuff on these guys. This is another thing that I did. So it's something else. Oh, coal. I kind of figured coal was going to be a thing. You're 32 as well. You are, where's my other void stuff here? 32, 32. I didn't go to you yet. You're not maxed out just yet. And you, of course, are 32. So I do need to make more void. I don't know what they're called exactly. Void cards, void upgrades. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I'm going to need to make a void upgrade and put it on this guy before the quarry will continue. But that's fine. We can deal with that a little later. We have it, you know, it's been going for a while. So we have a lot of materials. 13 diamonds. That's actually not a lot. But it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Well, anyway. Oh, that's cool. We get those guys too. I only have one? Really? I thought I would have a lot more than that. Somehow that... Only one. But we have a lot of redstone, more than likely. Anyway. You get the idea. So that's another change that I made. The other change is more or less that I wanted to ask you something about these other guys. Okay. You can load now. Pretty please load. You're taking forever to load. Jeez. Sheesh. Okay. What I'm looking for is something that will push mobs. Alright, right now this is our low-end monster spawner kind of thing. It doesn't work all that well, but it does work, as you can tell. It also looks like it might be spreading. It looks like these 2 blocks have actually spread since I've been over here. I was farming out some skeletons earlier to get some bones and bone meal so I can get some more birchwood. But, yeah, I don't know. It does look like they are indeed spreading, but not much and not very fast. But I did learn about something else. Actually, before I get into that, I'm looking for a way, like fans or something, to push mobs. I need something that will push mobs. I think Botania has something to attract mobs. I don't know if it has anything to push them. They could be strategically placed using the floating islands and mana pole and all that stuff. We'll probably play with that, but I'm looking for more of a machine area to do that. And I don't think these guys actually do anything of the nature. I don't know of anything that does. I need something that'll do that. If not, we'll use the Botania flowers. If we can find a way to make that work, and that'll be pretty cool. But I am looking for that. The other thing that I did realize is that we have Soul Shards Reborn in here. Now, Soul Shards Reborn, the old ways, this is a mod that was actually, it was originally created, I don't remember, Soul Shards used to be way different than it was in 1.7. It changed like a lot from the time that it was originally created until 1.7. And Soul Shards the old ways was a mod created by a buddy of mine, the Sergeant Punishment, which brought it all the way back to that era, to the beginning when it was first introduced, and it was made that way. So this is kind of how that works. Now, it's changed a bit since then. Somebody else has taken over the mod. It's no longer the Sergeant Punishment and running it and making it and updating it. I don't know who's in charge of it now, but it is pretty cool. But what you can do with this is basically, you can go out there and get one of these guys. Oh, that's pretty cool. You can actually reset a soul shard. That's pretty handy. Is that you can make your own spawners. So you have to get corrupted ingots like this with iron, vile dust, which is smelting soul sand, not too big of a deal. Corrupted essence, which is this little situation right here, which is pretty handy, and iron. So it's not too hard to get the corrupted ingots, which then you use this to get one of the cages. And you make one of these through a recipe, not really it's a world crafting recipe. You place some blocks down and you right click with a diamond on a glowstone block, I believe, and you get a soul shard. And then what you do in order to bind a soul shard to an enemy is you kill a certain amount of enemies of that type. For example, if I wanted a spawner that spawned out zombie pigmen, I would go to this guy right here, I would get myself an unbound soul shard, and I would kill a huge amount of zombie pigmen, and then I could put it into a soul cage, and it would spawn them forever. It would just go. It would just work. And it's really, really, really handy. I love that mod. It's such an awesome mod. But what I want to do now is actually start on that a little bit. But I'm not going to do anything huge because of the fact that I can't really do anything huge right now because I don't have any way to automatically kill those people. But I want to get things like, I want to get like a cow. I want to get a cow because that'll work. That'll be pretty good. If I get cows, that'll be all right. So I'm going to do a small little soul shard thing. I need to get this guy. I need to get some of this stuff. I need to get some supplies together. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll see you back in a bit. Okay, so now that that is handled, I did get a few of the soul cages, just 2 of them, and I have enough for 2 soul shards. So now that we have these set up, the soul cages aren't too incredibly difficult. Just a couple of corrupted ingots. I believe I showed you this recipe already. Iron, vile dust, smelting soul sand, and this guy right here, a couple of obsidian, 1 piece of redstone, and 1 lapis. So not all that complicated to get. I just went ahead and smelted a bunch of them up. Got a couple of soul cages, and now we have those. But we can't really use them just yet, as I don't know where I'm going to put them. I want them attached to the base somewhere, but I'm not sure where. Maybe even on the inside, you know, like underneath everything. I'll have like a group spawner thing. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. But there probably is going to be a temporary placement. I believe when you break these, you may not get the soul cage back, but you can get the soul shard back. So I think that's how you might get everything back. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm pretty sure you're not. It's like not going to be a hugely wasted anything. But in the meantime, we're not going to do too much. Speak properly. Let's try that for once. All right. It's not going to be too big of a deal if we do indeed lose it, because I'm not going to get a huge soul shard right off the bat. What I want initially is just a cow. I want a cow thing, a cow soul shard. And that way I'll have my food, and I'll have food for the Botania flower, the Gormarilis, I think is how it's pronounced, which basically eats food and generates mana based on what it's eating. And that is a very, very, very strong, powerful flower. At least it used to be. I don't know if it is anymore, but we're going to try it. We're going to see. So it's kind of future plans by getting the cows. But what we need to do first is actually set these up so that we can get those things. We need to get the soul shards. So the first thing that I want to do, I believe it's the corners, are these guys, and then we have this here, here. By the way, if you're not familiar with what's allowing me to step up, it's the girdle, the sash. I mean, the Sojourner's sash allows you to step up 1 high blocks, one gap. So that's how I'm able to do that. But anyway, so we place this down. This is the design that you need to have. You need the glowstone, or the glowstone right in the middle, but the obsidian, the quartz, I think it's quartz. In the video I just saw, it looks like quartz, but they don't actually say it. Yes! And now I have one right here. So, there's that. And then I just need the second one. Let's go ahead and put the rest of these down, and it is 1, 1, 1, nope, 1, 1, and then quartz, and this, and a diamond. Bam, now I have 2 of them. So what I want to do is I'm going to put one of them away for now. So that way it doesn't get, used. Because what'll happen is that if I kill somebody with it right now, it would have set both of them as a cow. But I want to make sure this is a cow. So the first thing that I want to kill with this is a cow. And that way it is bound to cow. So now only cow kills will count towards it. So I have a tier 1. Well, it's actually tier 0 right now. I don't even know if it'll work. What is tier 1? Tier 1 is 64 kills. I need 64. There is also an enchant that you can get. Enchant. I don't know if we have a... Oh, yes. We have the Ender IO Enchanter. Dark Steel. A couple of diamonds and a book. Ooh. This is a very, very good one right here. This is really, really handy. I like this. Dark Steel. How do we make Dark Steel? Oh, coal dust, obsidian, and iron. Can I do coal... I know I can get coal dust. That's not a problem. How much obsidian do I have? A bunch of obsidian, too. So let me get 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's right. That doesn't work that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you away for now. We're going to put the soul cage away for now as well. Coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. And iron, right? It was regular iron. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that was it. It's coal dust, or is it... Does regular coal work too? Yeah, it's got to be some kind of coal something. So let's go put this in here. That should give us that. I'm going to go ahead and see about making this guy. Do I have enough diamonds? I do, actually. I'll have to go to our mining dimension to get a couple of diamonds from the quarry that we have set up. But I do have the diamonds available. We can get those. That's not a big deal. And a book we actually have, because I have a bunch of sugarcane growing in the mining dimension as well. So all I need from there is a piece of leather, which we have a few of here. I'm shift right clicking on these, by the way, and that's why it drops like a whole half stack in here. With this mod, shift right click, it actually just gives you half of the stack, half of whatever stack you click on. instead of counting up by 1. That's what in AE2 that allowed you to pick up just one piece out of your system. So that's why I keep doing that. It's just an accident. It's habits, habitual, everything. Okay, so I'm at my bed. Time, set, day, and toggle downfall. There we go. You're not raining anymore. Good, good, and good. Okay, so now that that is done, so I can come back over here. So yeah, this stuff should be. Oh, hello. What? Wait. Oh, this one. Okay, there we go. I was like, what in the world? Anyway, let me go ahead and set this guy up here, and I will see you back in just a little bit. So this guy. Oh. Oh, right. Okay, I need all smelting. There we go. You, and then you. There we go. All right. Now, in case it wasn't made completely clear on why I'm making this guy, it's because of the enchant that you can get for the soul shards. I don't even know if you can use this to get the enchant. I hope you can, but maybe not. I really don't know for sure. But if we show the recipe, oh, that's a little funky there. That needs to be fixed a little bit. It's a little off center. There's 2 slots here and 1 there. What are the 2 slots here for? I don't know. Oh, that's what the 2... Okay. So now we can do 2 of them. All right, all right. Auto smelt protection. But anyway, so yeah, there's an enchant for soul shards called the Reaper enchant. And what it does, basically, for every level, you can go all the way up to Reaper 5, I believe, is that it adds whatever level it is onto the kill. Onto the kill count for the soul shard. For example, if I have Reaper 1 on my sword, if I don't have anything, right now, I don't have anything on the sword, I kill a cow, right? It'll go from one kill, oh, lag, okay, where'd the cow go? It'll go from 1 to 2, which makes sense, because I killed 1 more cow, so it goes to 2. Now, with the Reaper enchant, say I have Reaper 1, that would have counted for 2 cows, so it would have gone to 3. And Reaper 5 would have counted as 6 cows, so it would have gone to 7. So it basically just increases and speeds up the process. Every 1 cow will count as 6, or something along those lines. So it would have been a lot better if we could have gotten the enchant. Now, I don't know if this thing allows for to give you the enchant. I can't speak today, peeps. I'm sorry. I don't know if this offers the enchantment to us or not, but I do want to take a look to see. Even if it doesn't, it's good to have options like this, because we can just come in here and, for example, get Aqua Affinity. Oh, bam, we can see underwater without a problem. Only Lapis and Lily Pad and a friggin' written book, a book and quill. No problem. So it's not a big deal that we get this, even if we can't get the Reaper enchant. But I'm just hoping that we can. It might only be the default ones that we can get. I'm not 100%. Silk Touch, Unbreaking, Mending, Fortune, Power, Punch, Flame, Infinity, Luck of the Sea, Lure, and Soulbound. Oh, Soulbound is good. We actually want to Soulbound like everything. But yeah, it looks like we can't. XP boost we can get. Auto Smelt, Protection, Fire Protection. Yeah, so we can't really get it through this guy. I'm not exactly sure how to get the enchant other than just a regular old enchantment table, which is kind of a pain. There should be a better enchantment table out there. Spruce Bookshelf? Sure. But it doesn't matter too much. Eventually we'll have, you know, the farms and stuff to give ourselves a lot of XP that way. We won't have to worry about it too much. We can just use the regular one until we finally get the enchant on a book. And then, you know, we just keep going there. But whatever. It doesn't really matter too much. We'll make it work at some point. For now, I'm just going to keep killing a few cows, I guess, until I get something hopefully a little bit decent. Oh, come here. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to give something a shot. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's not use regular stone. Let's use wood. Wood will work. We'll get wood back after we place it, so that's fine. But what I want to do is actually just start spawning cows inside of here. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm just going to see what happens. We put the soul cage down, and then we put this in here. Oh, I can't. I can't even put it in there yet. I guess it has to be at least tier 1 before it can do it. I haven't killed any cows because I can't find them. I know there's some in the mining dimension, but I don't know. I don't know. It's not letting me put the soul thing in there. I guess it's not tier 1 yet. I guess that's the only thing. It has to be at least tier 1, which means I have to kill 64 cows or 61 more cows. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do instead. Instead of doing that right now, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get the other thing that I wanted to get. Not that, actually. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna test a couple concepts here. Number 1. We're going to make sure nothing crashes because we already have one bound to cow. I'm pretty sure this won't crash. But since it's already bound to cow, this guy is also in my inventory. It's not on my hotbar. I want to see if it still takes whatever mob I kill into consideration. So what I want next is actually skeleton. So if I kill a skeleton, did it bind it? It didn't, so it has to be on the hotbar if I'm going to be doing that. No. There we go. Now this should be skeleton. Good. That's what I want. So now I can actually stay here until I finally get enough skeletons. Come on, you. Come here, you. Whoa. Careful. 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 There we go. So I can get enough skeleton kills here in order to get, you know, a skeleton thing. But I still need one of the automated killers, which is the other thing I was looking for. I was mentioning in the beginning of the episode that I was looking for some way to push mobs, that we could do that through Botania. But I'm also looking for a way to automate the killing of them. I know there's Killer Joe. There is the progressive automation killer. But I'm looking for all of the alternatives. The killer from progressive automation, it does work. But I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of progressive automation, even though it works. I mean, it's fine. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of that mod. But I will probably get into it if I have to. But I'm looking for something else, some other alternative. Killer Joe is a little bit odd because it requires the extra resource, the mob essence, or it's not mob essence, I don't think. It's something else. I don't remember what it's called at the moment. But something. It requires something else. I'm looking for something that only requires energy and kills mobs in like a 3x3 or something like that. So I don't know. Just let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas on that. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead. I don't really want to go through with this right now because I don't have an automated way to kill them. I need the cows. I need lots and lots of cows. And I don't currently have cows. Dang it. 63.61 will quality. You're full. I guess you hold 64. It's time to upgrade, I think. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do some blood magic-y stuff. So if we go back over into here. Because I do need to upgrade. I want to upgrade. There's something in blood magic I really, really, really want to get. But it requires a tier 3 blood altar, which we don't have. Where's my blood magic stuff? Here. Okay, right here. Okay. Why am I glitching? I feel like I'm glitching. It's weird. I am. I'm glitching a little bit. What's up with the glitchy? Why are they glitchy? Alright, let's go ahead and get our upgrade here. What I have first and foremost is the 4 things that I need to make an original one. Just like so. You see it charging up here. This will give me an empty one. Then we put the empty one back in and do this. And that should give us a lesser Tartaric gem. Bam! Got it. Now, here's the other thing I wanted to test. With this guy right here, you see that it did use a bunch of it. So we're good to go on that. I'm going to keep these guys in my inventory too. So when I do kill a skeleton, it'll build up the skeleton one. When I do kill a cow to get food or whatever, it will build up the cow. Eventually, we'll get enough of those. So it's not a big deal that they're just kind of lingering around. It's going to help us in the long run. But with this stuff here, let me go ahead and do all that. Now that's cleared out. I believe I should be able to right click. Yeah, see, it's filling it up right here. You see this one's now at 24 and this one's at 18. So I can just keep right clicking this guy. It'll empty this one out and put it into this one. So now this is our basic one. There's that default one. And we can put this one away for now until I need to use it again for something. Which does indeed happen. You will eventually need to use it. Now, in order to upgrade one more time, which is what I really want to do, I need an imbued slate, which means I need a tier 3 altar. Which means it might just be time to get a blood altar. Which I need a piece of demonic will for, which is unfortunate because I don't have a piece of demonic will. Actually, I do. Don't I? Hold on. I do. Check that out. Okay, hold on. No, I can do this. I am good. Oh, perfect. Hello, demonic will. That's beautiful. Yay. Okay, so now I have tier 1. So now what I need is a bunch of blank runes, I guess, to get to tier 2 and 3. I need tier 3. Okay, so blank runes, I need a bunch of blank slates. I need a blood orb. This is the thing. I need my first blood orb. I need 1 diamond, tier 1, and 2000 LP, which means I also need the sacrificial dagger or the sacrificial orb, whichever of the two is in this mod pack. Blood. Okay, it's not showing up here. Should be here. Here we go. Sacrificial dagger. There we go. You. Wait, which one? Oh, you're the creative. Okay, yeah. This. Do we have enough? We do. Yay! All right, so now I can get that. I do need another diamond, which I don't have here. I have. It's just back in the mining dimension. For now, though, we're going to set this guy down. Where? See, I'm not exactly sure where I want to put the blood altar, because part of me wants to put it at the top of the pyramid, because it in itself is a pyramid, and it would create a nice little cap for it. But I don't know how much room to give it or anything like that. Like I do, I can work it out, I guess. But right now, I don't want to go there just yet. I can break it all down and move it later, which isn't too big of a deal. I'll lose all the blood in the altar, but I don't care about that anyway. So I want to go ahead and raise this off the ground a little bit before I do this. I'm not sure how far, though. Alright, so any moment now, this is going to convert over into our very first blood orb. I have put the altar pretty high in the air. That's just to allow for future expansion without destroying the terrain. And, you know, eventually, like I said, it'll be moved. There it is! Now we got it. Empty hand, click, bam. Bind to me! Thank you! Why did that take energy away? Look at that! Look, it's taking psi energy away. Why is it taking psi away from me? That doesn't make any sense. That's weird. Okay, anyway, so it didn't matter too much. That's not intended at all. Now, this is where we kind of run into a problem, because in order for this all to work, I need, I'm gonna need food, basically, is what I was trying to say, but I got interrupted by my own thoughts. There's something I can do. Let me check something out real quick. I'll bring it back and tell you what I'm thinking. Alright, what I was thinking isn't exactly accurate. It wasn't really working how I wanted it to. I was looking at this guy. I thought I could have sworn there was a flower that would basically keep you fed. It would keep hunger from going down. It would keep you saturated, which is important because what that will do is it will basically give you infinite natural regeneration, which, if you don't know, was beefed up a lot in one point in the recent versions of Minecraft. I'm not sure exactly which one it was put into, but when you're hurt and you eat, this health bar down here will fill up rapidly as long as you are completely fed. And I thought there was a flower that kept you well fed forever. So as long as that flower is in the area, you're going to continue to gain hearts like crazy over and over and over again. But there is a Fallen Kincaid. I'm not sure how strong it is, how good it is, but the Fallen Kincaid is sort of similar. It basically gives you a regeneration effect to any player in the area. So, okay. I don't know how strong of a regeneration effect it gives, though. I'm assuming you can put 2 or 3 in the area and get a pretty strong one, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure how strong it is, but I was thinking the saturation one is the one I wanted. But anyway, that doesn't really matter too much. Today's episode was kind of sporadic and all over the place, and I do apologize for that. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do today, so there's a bunch of odds and ends things that I had to take care of. But we kind of got started a little, very, very, very tiny bit further in blood magic. Not much. We did get an enchanter. I did get a couple of soul shards things. I did build this out and explain a little bit of the ideas that I'm looking for. Also, I did see that there is a fan in here. There's a functional flora that's a fan. I don't know, this daffodil right here. But this one pushes items around. I don't think it pushes mobs around. So, you know, I was asking for that at the beginning of the episode. But also, there is a flower in here, the Bellathorn, that slowly damages enemies, which we can look into and see about that one. There's a couple of them that trap enemies within a circle or push enemies away from a circle. I don't know. So we could probably mess with a bunch of the flowers in here to kind of come up with some kind of a mob farm. But we're probably going to do that. I'm liking the idea of a Botania mob farm. But I don't know when we're going to get to that. I do need to get the Reaper enchant, which means I need some more of everything. I need more experience. I need more everything just so I can actually get the Reaper enchant, so I can get the cows, I can get the skeletons, I can get all of these soul shards hooked up. And then I need to find a place to put them. And there's a lot of things that I need to do. But for now, we're not going to worry about that too much. We're just going to go ahead and keep rolling on with the things. I need to get more skeletons for sure so I can get some bone meal and actually finish our tower. At least the basic structure. This is just the framework. It's going to be redesigned a little bit. Like I'm thinking right now that this top part here is going to be chopped off on each level. So there, here, here, and put in half slabs. So it'll give it a little more defined features. We'll put in stairways on all four corners. Maybe do something with the corners to make them look a little bit better. An idea just popped into my head when I told you that. But right now, I just want to finish the pyramid. I want to finish the framework for it so we can actually start working on some of those more defined features and start working on some of the other things like the mob farms and Botania, going all the way in Botania, get some Botania items and some blood magic items and play with all these other mods and stuff and actually have a place to do that. Because until this tower is built, I don't know where anything is going to go. So it's hard to actually get in really far with anything here, with any specific mod, because I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know where its final resting place will be. But anyway, that's about all the time I do have for the episode. If you do like it, if you did like it, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos sent directly to you, then don't forget to subscribe. Comment, favorite, share if you feel like you want to. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps. Where's the spout thing? The right angle, maybe? Warren's car. Wrecked train. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to look at now.
Shit. That train could have derailed into the diamond.
Yeah, no kidding.